Where am I?
Hans vlogs once or twice a week.
Hello, my friends. I'm Professor Hans von Puppet. You have not seen me for a while. Why is that, you might be wondering? Well, it's a couple of things. Since the election last year, 2 years ago now, I've been kind of down on the whole format, honestly. All I felt like making videos about was how terrible everything is in a certain vector of life that is particularly upsetting. But the videos I did make about what a lying, rat-fucking piece of human excrement the current so-called president is, and the complicit whores in Congress who, in spite of their outward appearance of being reasonable people, are lining up to suckle at the teat of corporate money and corruption. Stop. Hang on. Keep it together, Hans. I don't want to talk about that. But listen, political videos I have found just make people more angry, no matter how reasonable they are. And they never really change anyone's mind, so they're kind of pointless. And there are people out there doing it much more effectively than I am. Look, I'd love to make videos telling you how much I love the new Star Wars film, for example, or how what makes that 3 Billboards movie so great is precisely the thing that makes it so hard to describe. But all of that feels frivolous in the face of the impending collapse of our American democracy at the hands of this low-IQ villain from Back to the Future, currently occupying the White House. Ugh. And to add insult to apathy, YouTube has been no picnic for the last year either. The Adpocalypse, which I'm sure you may have heard of, has pulled the rugs out from under YouTubers at every level. The big ones have lost revenue, and the small ones have as well, with YouTube's robots disqualifying millions of videos from revenue by marking them as potentially less than 100% optimal for advertisers. Anything that is less than completely family-friendly, has swear words, is at all sexy, is politically challenging to anyone, or is at all objectionable to anyone, gets that yellow badge, meaning it's been put into a smaller ad pool and will make a lot less money. We're not going to talk about all stuff that gets misjudged like that just because the robots are racist or homophobic or whatever. But listen, you can appeal the yellow badge, saying your video, in fact, is okay for all audiences. But by the time it is reviewed by humans, you've already had most of your views and made no money on them. And by their own admission, YouTube won't even bother checking a marked video to see if it's ad-friendly unless you appeal, and it's had more than 1,000 views in the last 7 days. Now, with this capricious system, it's becoming less and less possible to make a living on this platform, even if you do grow your audience. The only way to guarantee full ad revenue is to make so-called family-friendly content. So, what some smart, slightly sinister people have been doing is creating channels that appeal just to children, the largest demographic on YouTube, and cranking out a ton of content that can fool those ad-checking robots, and the kiddies will lap it up. So in an attempt to rein that in, YouTube has changed their policies lately on who can monetize at all. And that finally is the subject of this video: channels losing monetization. To keep people from starting channels, pumping them full of stolen or inappropriate content, like that Elsa Spider-Man slash fiction you keep seeing, or other toddler-tempting clickbait, or really rather to protect advertisers from wasting their money on such stuff, YouTube has changed the rules about who can earn income on their platform at all. As of February 20th, 2018, in order to be a monetized channel, you have to have both more than 1,000 subscribers and have gotten more than 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months. Watch time, that's the key word. That goes for new channels, but also the ones that are already monetized and well established for years. Now, according to YouTube, this is only taking away monetization from tiny little channels making maybe $5 a year, so no one is really losing all that much money. Now, 4,000 hours sounds like a lot of watch time, but it's really not all that much. I had something like 56,000 hours of watch time in the last 365 days on this channel, and I've only made about 4 new videos. I do have a pretty healthy back catalog of evergreen content, though. Feel free to watch any of it at any time. So even a smaller YouTuber at my level is not really in danger of this. But that is not true for my friend Mark W. Gray. Mark has been posting on his channel since way back in 2006. He's got some great how-to videos, some wonderful vlogs. He was actually shooting vlogs in France dating way back to before YouTube existed. If only he'd stuck with it. Actually, he spent most of his YouTube energy helping me with this channel, which is why I am so much more successful than he is. I'm also more charming. But anyway, in the last 12 months, he has fallen short of that arbitrary 4,000 hours and will therefore be demonetized as of February 20th. That's less than 2 weeks away. So I'm proposing the following. Let's work together to keep my pal Mark monetized. I've put a link below to some playlists on his channel. The how-tos and ukulele playlists are the longest, but his nursing home vlog from after his motorcycle accident might be the most compelling. Just open one of his playlists, get it going, hit mute, and hide the window. Let it roll in the background while you're doing something else. I mean, sure, you could sit and watch some of his videos. Some of them are quite nice, but I understand you might not be interested in the 360 VR workflow for Adobe Premiere or whatever. Wow, that is some narrow casting there. But there's no reason for YouTube to penalize this poor guy with demonetization, or the probably thousands of similar channels like him trying to stay optimistic about YouTube as a viable format for making a living. Look, my other channel, Professor Puppet 2, will definitely get demonetized on the 20th, and that's okay. It's only got a handful of subscribers and views. It is only making about $5 a year. If you don't know, it's the channel where I do live-streamed gaming, specifically the New York Times crossword puzzle, which I solve with the help of the viewers in the chat. Sure, it's niche, but the people who are into it are really into it. Shout out to some of my regulars, Callie, Jared, Jim, Pandra, William, Scottish, and the whole gang. We have a lot of fun. So check that out if you're interested at Professor Puppet 2. I do a live stream there almost every day. And if you subscribe, it's best to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to go live. But listen, your real call to action on this video is to follow the links below to Mark W. Gray's channel and roll a couple of his playlists in the background of whatever else you're doing on your computer. Help us help him stick it to the man. He's only about 300 hours short at the moment, but every little bit helps. And it'll be great fun for all of us to help defeat YouTube's arbitrary robotic pedantry with the power of our community. If I still have a community, I have not posted in a long time. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. This has been a lot of fun. I really do miss you guys. Maybe I'll see you again soon. Leave me a comment and let me know if you're going to do the thing with Mark's videos. I'll definitely let you know how it pans out.